2 days out. Holy frickin' poop on a stick. Da 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 da. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. I'm sorry. Hello people, welcome back to my channel. My name is AnnMarie Lawrence. If you are new here, I'm an IFBB pro, nutrition specialist, weight loss expert, all the things. And this is the part 1 of my show day vloggy vlog. So the reason I'm gonna do a part 1 and part 2 is because today I am traveling. It is Thursday before the show, so we are 2 days out. Holy frickin' poop on a stick. I'm so excited. It almost feels like not real, that it's like not actually happening. All right, had to change the lighting a little bit. It was a little bit bright there, but I'm super freaking pumped. I can't wait. But like I was saying, the reason I'm gonna do 2 parts is because I'm gonna show you guys the inside of what I'm packing, why I pack it, show you guys my travel life, and then we will do a show day vlog after that. So this is like the post peak week vlog, part 1 of show day. So let's start with the food I'm packing, how I pack it, and all the things. Da 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 da. Oh, this girl thick. Damn, she heavy. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the ins and outs of what I'm packing, how I packed it, all the freaking things. This is gonna be pretty intense. So I'm gonna very slowly dissect this and then kind of put it right back where it is, because I have it very well Tetrised into this super fun Fitsmart bag. This is my favorite lunchbox, by the way. I think I might still have a code with them, code AnnMarie. Try it. If it works, cool. If not, whatever. We're moving on. All right, so starting with my veggie source, I'm sticking with green beans. This is about, I'm gonna say like 10 servings. I've been doing like only like 50 grams of green beans, nothing crazy, just something to get a little bit of a micronutrient in. I just threw it in a bag. These were frozen, so they're pretty much already cooked. They're just frozen, so they're not like hard, fresh, whatever. So I can just stick them in the microwave and they're good to go. I have this one single cookie. This is irrelevant, but I put this in here so it doesn't get crushed. So we're gonna ignore that. All right, let's talk about the protein. That is what is in this bag. So what I do and how I pack my protein so that it stays really well and it's portioned out and I don't have to weigh it and it's good to go is I weigh out, and I don't know if you can see, it says 4 ounces of chicken. I weigh out each like section, I guess, or meal. I weigh out every single meal that I have and I try to keep it the same so that they're all the same amount of ounces. So for instance, I have a couple servings of chicken, 4 ounces, and then I have a bunch of servings of steak. They are also 4 ounces, and I put them in smaller Ziploc bags. And then once I have my 4 ounce Ziploc bags, I obviously suck all the air out, and then I put them all in one big bag. That way, when I have a meal, I can just go through this protein bag, pull one out, throw it in a container, and microwave it and call it a day. I got an ice pack down there. Stick this bad boy back in here. Then we have some frozen bananas. I'm gonna be putting this, sounds freaking crazy, but I'm gonna be putting this on my cottage cheese, which I'll be buying when I get there. I'll be buying big things of cottage cheese for just like snacks and stuff like that, high protein, and I'll do bananas and peanut butter in that. And then down here, these are, I have these little forks and knives. These are the 2 little snack meals that I'll be having while I am physically traveling and on the plane. I have cottage cheese, bananas, and peanut butter in this one. And then underneath I have cottage cheese and grapes. So I have 2 little meals that I will be having while I'm traveling. And then I have 1, 2, 3 containers right here. The real reason I have containers is so that I can have like Tupperware with my meals. Like if I need to grab and go, like for the show and stuff, I can have Tupperware to put my meals in. But what is in here is the serving sizes of potatoes that I'll be having with my steak and chicken and green beans, and I did the same exact thing with the potatoes. I weighed out my 100 grams because I have 100 grams every single time, put them in these little baggies, and then I just put all the individually packaged guys in these containers. And again, they don't have to be in this container for any reason other than I'm bringing this container anyway for my meals, so I'm just throwing it in this container. So let me close this container back up. Okay, and then I just jammed everything back in here, and then I have one single Icon meals that I'm bringing. It's frozen, good to go, ready for just having an extra meal for Sunday because I'm staying until Monday, so I want to make sure I have enough food and I don't feel like I had to eat out all day on Sunday because, as you guys know, if you watch my peak week vlog, we're doing back-to-back peak weeks, so I have a show right after the show. I don't have time to fuck around, so I'm bringing Icon meals, and I also brought like 4 extra meals amongst this so that I'm good to go after my show. And then in this zipper, I have some little almond butters. If I need a grab and go almond butter, something that I can put in my bag before the show. I also have stevia packs in here. I bring stevia with me everywhere. And I have about 3 or 4 Power Crunch bars. That way, if I am in a pinch and I need some food while I'm traveling, I always bring protein bars to make sure I'm good to go. Down here, and I'm not gonna reach in there and grab it. Down here, I have some pickle juice. This is just for a quick sodium source if I need it for show day. And then I have one of my metal straws in here. So that's what we have packed for food that needs to be kept cold. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge, and then I'm gonna show you what I have packed in my suitcase. Okay, so I actually am gonna put this in this bag now because I'm leaving in the next 45 minutes, so I might as well just pack it up and get it ready to roll. So I am going to be bringing a carry-on and a packed bag, and the reason why is because it freaks me the fuck out that maybe they might lose my luggage, and the worst thing would be for them to lose my fucking luggage and then I don't have any food and I don't have my suit and I don't have my heels. So all the important stuff that I need is going into this suitcase. So right here I have my shoes. I'm not going to open it up, it's just my shoes. I have my shoes, I have a backup suit. That's my suit from last year. I have my pump-up bands. I have some napkins. I have some tanning applicators because I do DIY pro tanning applicators. I have 2 suits here. These are my brand new suits. I have my jewelry, my show competition jewelry. By the way, if you guys ever want to buy any suits or jewelry from Angel Competition Bikinis, you can use code AnnMarie at any time. And then the reason I have all this space is because that's where this is going to go. So I'm going to fit this right in this nice little crack. I will assemble it to where it actually fits. Right now it's kind of sticking out. But I'm going to jam this in here, close it up, and that will be my carry-on. And then my personal item will be my book bag, and that will be good to go. So this is what I'm carrying on. Bringing my suit, bringing my heels, carrying all that on, bringing my food, carrying all that on because I am so afraid of losing my stuff. I don't want to lose anything, and I want to make sure I'm good to go. You can bring food on a flight. They won't crucify you, but they might make you take it all out, and then it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. Now let's go into what I physically packed in my checked bag. So I have this open because I put my supplements in here and I had to grab them out. So there is a bunch of dry stuff in here, like stuff that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Things like my supplements, I have rice cakes, I have some cream of rice in here, I have my pre-workout, I have a shaker bottle, more supplements, some peanut butter, some ketchup I think I'm put in here, some tea, water bottles. So this, I have some protein bars in there too. This is all my dry stuff that I didn't need to necessarily put in that Fitzmark bag. I obviously have like socks, underwear, the typical. I have my posing suit that I'm bringing, my straightener, I'm flat ironing my hair for this show. I have some lotion for after the show. So I'm not having any lotion on my body right now, which is unfortunate, but so the tan adheres to my body better. I can't do lotion now, but bro, after the show, you're so fucking dry. It's like you're dying a slow death. My face wash, my brush, my makeup brushes. Now V is going to be doing my makeup, but I'm bringing my own makeup just in case, and also obviously for things like check-ins and post-show and all that good stuff. I am bringing this super comfy blanket for backstage. Most of the time it is freezing backstage, so if you are a new competitor, bring a blanket, bring a pillow, especially if you are local to the show, because then you'll be able to just kind of chill backstage until they call you. Luckily, as a pro, they're pretty quick. You're literally backstage, you pump up and you're on. You don't really have to wait. But as an amateur, they make y'all motherfuckers wait, especially at the national level. Okay, I moved some stuff around a little bit for you guys. I'll put this back in. This is just my toiletry bag. I like to have this every time I travel. It's so freaking easy, and I'm gonna show you a little bit inside so you can just see kind of how I pack. I travel a fucking lot, so my stuff is always ready to go. This is the makeup side of my travel bag. I have my contacts, possible lashes, but I don't really need them because I have extensions. I have some earrings in here, Q-tips, floss, tweezers, all the things. And then this is my toiletry side. So my shampoo, my conditioner, my little travel size guys, makeup remover, all the things, my retinol, my soap, my razor, all the things, toothbrush, toothpaste, all the things are in this toiletry bag. And I love it because it is so easy, grab and go. I got this from Target. I think it was like 10 bucks. I'm actually gonna zip it up and move it out the way in a second here. But love this toiletry bag, so easy to grab and go. And also, secondly, if something spills, it's in the bag, and it spills in the bag, it doesn't get all over your fucking shit. So these are all my clothes. I'm bringing a bunch of super comfy stuff. I'm kind of mad about this. I washed this jacket. It's my IFBB jacket, and it got fucking shit all over it, but I'll pick that shit off later on. I just haven't worn it since it's been summer, but I'm bringing a bunch of comfy clothes because when you tan, you do not want to get your tan on your clothes. So I'm bringing a bunch of like dark clothes, dark sweatpants, stuff like that. I'm bringing a couple like cute outfits to wear out, just like out in the town. I'm bringing this really cute outfit. Hopefully I get to wear it, but probably not. And bringing some workout clothes, all of that good stuff. But deep down in the depths down here, you see that box? That box has my DIY tanning stuff in it. The reason I wish I could put it in my carry-on, but unfortunately I cannot because I have a literal half gallon. Oh, hold on. Let me show you this. You are so cute. I'm gonna miss your beautiful face. I just love you so much. I'm gonna miss you. Had to take a Marley intermission. Oh, so cute. Had to take a little Marley intermission, but like I was saying, I have the DIY Pro Tan, and while I talk to you guys, I'm gonna pack this stuff up because I am already ripping and running. I gotta go. I gotta get the fuck out of this house so I can head to the airport in the next like 20 minutes. I gotta go pick up my mom. My mama's coming with me. But I have my DIY stuff, and I wish that I could put it in my carry-on like I just said, but I physically cannot because I literally have like a half gallon of the overnight Pro Tan in there. And so it's literally the Pro Tan. This is the only thing about DIY is that if you do not like close it up tight, sometimes it will spill. So I have it literally, I have it closed up as tight as humanly possible in a Ziploc bag, in another Ziploc bag, in a fucking taped up box because I just don't need that getting on all my fucking shit. But anyway, so, oh, Jesus Christ almighty. I'm gonna weigh that bag because I feel as if it's more than 50 pounds and is pretty fucking heavy. But anyway, that's what I packed. It's really not as excessive as everyone thinks that it is. Like, so many people stress out about show day and they're like, what do I pack? I don't know what to bring. Bring your fucking food. Bring 2 suits just in case one gets fucked up or the background washes you out and you go into check-ins and you're like, oh my God, the background's gonna wash me out. Bring 2 pairs of heels. I have 2 pairs of heels, one in this bag, one in my carry-on, just in case one fucking breaks. Bring your food. Bring your extra Pro Tan if you need it. And bring some touch-up makeup. Bring the shit you need to do your hair, but I'm going to get a blowout, so I don't even really need a lot of that. And that's it. It's really not that serious. And bring some stuff to be warm. Some socks, some sandals so that you're not putting like actual tennis shoes on, and have a fucking blast. Don't forget your jewelry, all the things. And yeah, that's what I got. That's what I packed. I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, and I'm pooping this morning. So if you guys have been a part of my poop chronicles, I am consistently pooping, and I just can't even get over it. That's like the highlight of my life right now. So I'm gonna head to the airport. I'm gonna vlog this whole little travel vlog all of today. We're gonna go to the grocery store when we get there, get a couple little odds and ends like cottage cheese, stuff like that. And then tomorrow I'm gonna train with Paul. I'm gonna pose with Paul. I haven't shown you guys my posing really. I've shown you like little clips, but my routine is chef's kiss, fucking lit. I'm so excited. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm super pumped. There's a couple people there who last minute enrolled, who like have won shows the past couple weeks. They've been on the circuit winning. So I'm just like, we'll see. I feel like I'm like the dark horse that no one sees coming because I've been off for a year and I look so different than I did last year. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited. I'll see you guys there. Bye, gotta poop. Good morning, people. Happy Tuesday. Happy peak week. Number 2. I'm sorry. I absolutely sucked at vlogging this past weekend. I was so hyper focused on exactly strategically what needed to get done in every single detail, because my biggest focus, and I'm gonna talk about this too, I'm gonna deep dive into exactly what happened in the show. I'm going to talk about where we fucked up. I'm gonna talk about what the game plan is moving forward. I'm gonna do all the things as quick as possible just to kind of get to the point. But I was putting in so much data and trying to make sure everything was strategically planned, so like to a T, to where every time I went to go vlog, I was like, no, this is a distraction. This is such a distraction. I need to focus on what I'm doing. So I didn't get a ton of show day vlog stuff. Luckily, I got the travel vlog for you guys, a little bit of like what I've packed. I got a little bit of show day for you guys, and I will put my my routine up. And yeah, so let's talk about what happened. And then let's talk about the game plan moving forward. So before I dive into what happened, I want to preface this with, this is bodybuilding. Like, everything that I'm about to talk about is literally the sport of bodybuilding. We do the best we can with what we personally can control. And if we fall short, then we just do it again. We just literally learn and move forward and do it again. So I want to preface this by saying, by no fucking means did this past show discourage me from the goal. The goal is still the goal, and that is still, by the end of the season, is still the goal to make it to the Olympia, regardless of what my placing was at this very first show. I also need you guys to keep in mind, I have not stepped on stage in 16 months. The judges haven't seen my face. I am still trying to figure out the kinks in our peaking, which we're gonna talk about. I'm still trying to figure out all the kinks in my posing. Although my posing was the best it's ever been, there are still minor little adjustments that need to be made. And the reality of the fact is, if you want to be in that top 5, you have to be flawless. And frankly, last weekend we weren't flawless. We were a little bit off. And so that is exactly what this video is going to be all about: what we learned, what we're doing moving forward, and what the game plan is. So let's start with my peak, because that is the biggest error that we made. So going into this show, we did a progression of carbs, and what happened is, I feel as if, personal opinion, just what I saw in my photos, I feel as if I peaked Friday morning. So I looked my best, in my personal opinion, Friday morning. And I have all the data here. This is why it's so important for you guys not to just wing this. Like, we need the data so that we know. That's all macros are. That's all cardio is. That's all this is data. It's literally a science, which is why I love it so much, because it's like a puzzle. You're just fitting things into a puzzle. So Friday, in my opinion, I peaked. We thought I was a little flat, so we pushed, because here's the thing, I'm a pretty tiny human, and not as much as I used to be. Last year I was tiny. I'll put a photo up somewhere over here, the difference between last year's show versus this year. And sorry if you can hear the washer in the background, because I have so much laundry to do before, again, we're gonna talk about what I'm doing next, but I literally leave on Thursday again. So peak week again, and my beautiful monster tan. So anyway, so we overcorrected by doing too many carbs, and I spilled over, which pretty much means I had too many carbohydrates and a little bit too much sodium and not enough movement, because I feel like it would have worked out better, not perfect, but better, if I would have done more cardio leading into this peak at the very end. With the amount of fucking food we ate, the amount of sodium, and the lack of movement, that's where we fucked up. We fucked up a little bit there. So that's number one. We're adjusting the peak to where the exact game plan that we did last week, we're just moving it forward a day. So instead of, oh my God, last weekend I peaked on Friday, now we're just gonna move the exact game plan forward a day. So now I peak as planned on Saturday. So a copy and paste of this plan, just moving it forward one day and not overdoing it and trying to overcorrect. We just need to fucking cruise in, okay? So that is number one game plan, where we fell short. I was a little soft. I wasn't as hard as the other girls, which it is what it is. And then number two adjustment that we're making is in posing. Now, my posing literally at this show was the best my posing has ever fucking been. My confidence was on point. I think personally, my personal opinion, the look as a whole was on point, other than I was a little soft, so, and adjustments in my posing. So the hair, and by my look, I mean the hair, the makeup, the tan, the suit, like the physical look, the shape. I mean, there was no imbalance that we really had, other than these small critiques in this posing that we're gonna make and I'm gonna talk about. But it was on. We were on, other than the little slip ups. So let's talk about posing. So I got my posing video back, and I literally sat there and I'm like, okay, let me see where I can adjust. Let me see where the judges saw that I fell short, because I got my judges' feedback, and we'll talk about that too. And so I went through every little millisecond clip to see, in every second of this posing video, where maybe did my core like fall out and it wasn't as tight as we wanted it to? Where could I create better shapes? Because that's all posing is creating shapes. Where could I adjust my posing, whether it's like the slightest little, and we'll talk about this, the slightest little adjustment so that I make a better shape? Where was I too fast? Where was I too slow? Where can I cut out some fluff? Because all posing is creating shapes, and the judges are looking for flaws. So my biggest focus watching back my posing video was figuring out where did I have flaws and what do I need to cut out to minimize the amount of flaws that I had. So a couple things off the bat. Number one, in my front pose, and I'll post a photo, literally it's insane. It's such minor stuff, guys. It's so minor. That's why I'm so excited for this weekend, because it's minor. So in my front pose, before I made this exact adjustment just literally yesterday, I was not accentuating my shoulder to make my shoulder cap off. I was just flaring my lat slightly and like flexing my arm, when in reality I needed to externally rotate my arm without externally rotating my hand. All right, it sounds fucking crazy, but you'll see. I'll put some photos up here so that you guys can see the difference. And this is now going to make my shoulder pop more, and I still have a little shoulders compared to everybody else, but this small adjustment in my posing is gonna make my shoulder pop more, and then obviously with being tighter and pumping up a little bit better backstage, that's gonna help exponentially. So that small adjustment is gonna help my shoulders look fuller, sharper, and pop a little bit more, because honestly on stage they didn't pop. The reality of it is they didn't. It was a combination of spilling over and then also my posing. So that's number one. That's posing number one. Issue that we already corrected. It's corrected, and now I'm just repeating it from muscle memory to make sure that when I hit it, I know I can feel what I'm hitting is what needs to be hit. Number two, I went a little bit too fast on my walk. Your girl got a little excited, so I was like running to the front of the stage, and it made two things happen. Number one, my arms were too far away from my body, and my core loosened up. So number two, when my arms were too far from my body and my core loosened up and I was walking too fast, I stumbled and my legs were jiggling just a little more than I would like them to. So we're gonna slow down, chill the fuck out, slow down. And then number three, with my back pose, and I'm gonna post photos up for you guys. My back, in my personal opinion, my hair is shorter this time around. It's a little shorter than I would like, than I thought it was gonna be. And so with that, it's not covering as much as my back as it did last year. And so in my back pose, the way I was holding my arms, it made my back look really thick, and it made my arms look really skinny. And the reason why I think personally that's happening is, one, my hair's not covering up my back as much, but also number two, it's a posing error on me, to where I need to, and I'll post photos, I need to bring my arms down a little bit more and flare my lats less. And that's gonna help create a more balanced look. So that's a big thing in my back pose. And then what was the last thing? Oh, I'm not gonna walk to the back. Like I said, they're looking for flaws. So I don't think this time around I'm gonna walk to the back. So in my posing, I walk out. I'm gonna take a walk out, whether it's not walking to the front or not walking to the back. I can't decide which one I'm gonna do, but I think I'm not gonna walk to the back. I think I'm going to walk out, do my poses that I really, really like, go to back pose, turn around, and get the fuck off stage. I think walking to the back, my glutes looked good, my shape looked good, turning around looked good, but then walking back to the front from the back, that second time, I didn't like the way that looked. So we're gonna make an adjustment there. So long story short, minor little baby adjustments that need to be made that will make a huge impact going into this weekend, because now let's talk about, now that we talked about what happened, or no, I guess we didn't. Now what we talked about, what we need to adjust, let's talk a little bit about what happened. I talked about this on my Instagram story very slightly. People are still asking me about it. I ended up, there was 36 girls. This was a tough show. So if you weren't perfect, you were done for pretty much. And that's kind of where we fell. I was center of third call outs out of 36 girls. And so after 16, they just stopped counting. And I think I was in between like 17th and 19th place. I was somewhere in that mix. So definitely not ideal. Worst placing we have ever fucking gotten. But I learned the most at this show, and it gave me so much insight, which is freaking awesome. And I know exactly what needs to get done moving forward. So like I said, it didn't even nearly discourage me. It just said, hey, you weren't perfect. What did you do in order to improve next time? And that's all it was. So super excited actually about my placing, because it gave me a wake-up call of like, you need to be literally perfect and you weren't, and so let's adjust. Anyway, let's talk about what's next. So we are going to, like I said, go straight into another show. We are gonna do back-to-back peak weeks here, and it's easy fixes that we already know that we need to get rolling. So we're going straight into a South Carolina show. We're going to Excalibur, which is a pro show in South Carolina, and I literally fly out Thursday. Today is Tuesday. I got home yesterday. Oh my God, yesterday was the most exhausting day of my life. Woke up at 3 a.m., did an hour of cardio, got on my flight, came home, did a bunch of work, took a 45-minute power nap, got back up, finished up work, did a bunch of meetings, and then literally still had to do cardio at like fucking 9 p.m. at night. So I was dead to the literal world, but I think I was awake for like 22 hours minus my 45-minute nap. I was dead. I was deceased. I don't know how I existed yesterday. And then I slept like a fucking rock, which was awesome. And I got to sleep in a little bit today, so I'm feeling good. And I'm gonna get cryotherapy today again to help with inflammation. I did a whole video on cryotherapy, so if you missed that, definitely go back, check that out. It was my pre-peak week, peak week vlog. So that's a really, really good one. So anyway, game plan is leave on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. We leave on Thursday to head to South Carolina, and we do it all again. And this time we are going to take a improved package from last year and improve it even more. And the cool thing about this show too is there is not 36 girls competing, there's 16. So that is pretty awesome too, because I mean, there's just less competition at the show, which I mean, inevitably, I'm not mad about it. So I'm excited. This is gonna be a freaking awesome show. And then the game plan after that, I guess, is wait until Paul tells us what to do from there after we get feedback. Because here's the thing, if we make these adjustments, if we come in tighter, we improve the shoulder thing, we improve the posing, we do all the things, I don't know what they're gonna say. I don't know how we're gonna place. I don't know what's gonna happen. So all we can do is take the feedback, do exactly what they told us to do, and come back and then see what they say again, take the feedback and decide from there what shows we're gonna do. But we have a couple coming up. There's another one on the 10th of September, Savannah, Georgia Pro, that we might do. There's another one on the 17th, Battle of the Bodies in Fort Lauderdale, that we might do. And then there's another one, September 30th in Alexandria, that we're definitely doing. And that will be the show that I end my season. Whether it's ending my season to go into a forever off season, because like I told you guys, this is my last competing season, either forever or for a very, very, very long time. When I say very long time, I mean like 6 to 8 years, very long time. So we're either going to end with Alexandria and be done for a long time, or we're gonna end with Alexandria and go to the Olympia and do a couple warm-up shows before the Olympia. So it just depends on where I place. And you know, I don't know. I'm super grateful for my placing this past weekend, even though it wasn't ideal. I'm just so grateful because it really gave me that little wake-up call of like, hey, look, like, even though you look better than you did last year, you are still off, and you need to seriously sit down and go, what the fuck do you need to do to be literally perfect? Because like I said, if you're not perfect, every little detail, you're not even gonna get noticed. So I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. Last weekend was a blast. Of course, I got to spend time with so many amazing people. Literally, my favorite part about the sport is the incredible people that we meet along the way. My makeup was amazing. Shout out to V. Holy fuck, she literally did the damn thing, and I'm gonna put a photo up of my makeup. And then I'm gonna try and recreate that on my face by myself this weekend. So it's not gonna look nearly as good, but I'm gonna try the absolute best that I can because V's not gonna be there this weekend. I think she's gonna be at North Americans because North Americans is this coming weekend too. And then, yeah, that's what I got for you guys. So sorry that I sucked at recording this show day. I'm gonna try and do better for Excalibur, the best that I can. But like I said, sometimes when I'm in it, it's like I would go to pick up my vlog camera and I'd just be like, this is such a distraction. I need to focus. And I'm glad that I did, because now I have so much data and I have so much insight. Like, I was scribbling my life away this weekend. Like, okay, every minuscule detail. What did I do here? Where was my sodium? Where was my water intake? Did I drink a Gatorade Zero here? Did I do this? Where did I fall short? Like, every single little minor fucking detail. And I'm so glad that I did, because now I have so much insight on exactly what I need to do going into this weekend. And I can't wait. But like I said, I already beat last year's package, so couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier regardless of the placing. And I'm pumped. I'm pumped. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Even though I sucked at this show day vlog, I did the best I could with what I got. And don't forget to subscribe. Click on that little bell, because you got another vlog coming your way. For this weekend's show. And we're gonna, again, do the best we can with what we got. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.